So Matthew, you gave a really good response earlier about what we can do with the positive water solution that we got in the Fens. What were you advocating, please?
Well, basically, we have a huge opportunity. Fresh water is going to be internationally going to be very important, and he's already growing in England. In just 16 miles from here, Cambridge City, growing very fast, has run out of water.
Yep, right. Yep.
So at the moment, this is all run entirely partitioned under the public water supply system, which is very expensive.
Yep.
And we're just simply saying you don't realise how much water is around in the landscape.
Yep.
In fact, we live in an estuary with 3 big rivers, and you could turn that water and sell it.
Yep.
And of course, in the process, you can help all the farmers on all the conservation pieces, all the other things you need to do in order to make you good value of the land. You can actually sell the water.
Yep.
So I actually made a proposal to ministers that we will actually have more reservoirs in the land for the farmers, and then the farmers can sell their water to the water companies.
Yep.
And then that will mean that we can have a real water economy.
Yep. And Matthew, this seems inspired because I've covered other conferences for the likes of Cupgrow, where Norfolk farmers have wanted a big reservoir up in Lincolnshire, and a massive pipeline coming all the way down to the top of Lincolnshire.
And shall I tell you the cost? The cost of holding a cubic metre of water in a statutory reservoir is £40 per cubic metre.
Good grief.
Right?
Okay.
In a farmer, it's under 4.
Right. Okay. And your connection with ministers with this idea, has it been taken up?
Well, we've persuaded them to do a LRO, it's a local recording with farmers, and it's just coming to a report at the end of March.
Okay.
Out of it, we understand there is enough water in this area to do what we're talking about, and there's no pollution, no issues. So actually, we are then turning to Cambridge Water or some of the water companies and saying, we'll sell you water. And you have water treatment at Water Beach, and then that would enable us to sell water into Cambridge and make Cambridge's growth continue.
Yeah.
But we're coming back to this issue of the land use, aren't we?
Well,
having some sort of structure there, because there's so many conflicts within that there's water available that could be sold to new consumers.
Yeah.
But we're talking of building more and more houses, which in turn creates more and more flooding because of the runoff from those. And the whole thing is a conflict, and nobody is prepared to think long term, long enough to actually put those bits of the jigsaw in the right places.
Yes, I mean, I think we're very lucky in the Fens because actually we've got enough space, and we don't have the kind of problems you have in Cumbria of the water coming in spades. So basically, as I said earlier on today, there isn't a flooding history in the Fens because basically they have the washes, and they basically let the water out. What we do is we pour it out in the North Sea, and then somebody says, I haven't got any water. Well, actually, the issue of water is not about the problem with water. It's actually the problem is we don't store it. It's exactly what Luke was talking about energy. It's getting the storage issue. If you have a storage, then you can manage it and you can sell it.
Gents, I suppose that's one great thing about the Fenland SOIL Conference. We're having this sort of conversation. We're having this sort of debate. Thank you very much.
We have some lunch now. Food for thought, but I want some food now.